Yes, yeah.
Just straight up, here we go, different dimensions of self. And, you know, from my experience of discovering, I feel like, 50 Shades of Fuckery. From my dimensions of discovery, fucking straight,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that not all dimensions of self necessarily have your goodnessnesses at heart. It's like there's no such thing as a free lunch, bitches.
No. And it's a surprising kind of relationship with self that I've never encountered before with those different dimensions of self. Because there's there's different parts of your psyche, then there's the different selves within the spheres, which I'm getting to know. And then the shady selves that come from the other parts of the essence. I don't know, the other thing, whatever. They really don't. It's the oddest thing that they actually don't have your best interests at heart, even though they're a part of you. They're really sort of more self-involved.
I think that's part of the psyop, because I know for myself, when I had to, deal with Mr. Weatherman, part of the thing for me was kumbaya, aren't we all one? It's like I have to accept him because he's part of myself and this sort of thing. And it's like, who told us?
Yeah.
I don't want that part of myself. And I think that we have to really start looking at what we've been told and what actually sits as an integrous part of self and says, yes, I feel that, or no, I'm not right.
It does really go against the grain of the status quo, I find. Because it's one of the most core teachings of any kind of spiritual thing is that unified self, love thyself, everything's a part of yourself, love it all, blah, blah, blah. And this is like the first element that I've encountered that doesn't match up to those rules. It can't. If it does, then I'm fucked.
Well, for me, how I dealt with it was I kind of went to this thing of, listen, no shade. I don't want any of your shit. I'm saying no. I don't care what you think. It's no to taking your fuckery, any of your bad karmas, any of your, consequences.
I was thinking that maybe we could explain to detail exactly what those relationships tend to do, because just to have a bit more clarity, just for
but I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, as in, like, from our own experiences, like the encounter of this self, it's like it wants to get on top of you and it wants to exchange all their bullshit to chuck on you so that they can ascend.
Well, yes, but that for me is kind of like the Cliff Notes preschool version of it. I mean, the thing is, you've got to understand there's other parts of you that may be more awakened than you or more versed in occult lore than you have been. And in doing that, know how to do a few things and cut some corners and a few edges and, oops, oh, you can do it. And because you're sitting here with this peace-loving mung beans, oh, well, I'll take it. Love you all, right? They're happy to keep you in the dark on that one. And blah, blah, blah. I mean, this particular I am presence...
That will never be said with a straight face.
This particular emanation of self in this vehicle of fabulosity. So taken up with that then. I forgot what I was going to fucking say.
This particular I am presence, and actually I
well,
have no idea what
this is where we've earned the position that we're in. For a want of a better word or concept, the graduating timeline. So no fuck you. And I just basically said to him, no, I will help you when I get through. But until then, all bets are off, bitch. As your payment, I will take all your gifts, knowledge, talents, wisdom, cut and copy, thank you.
But you have to wait till I'm done.
I feel our exchange is over now, thanks, bye. Fuck off into your dimension. And I felt him play that card quite a few times. And it was a struggle. But it's like, no, It's fucking me.
Mm.
Man, then we'll see.
Mm.
But I mean, you had
Yeah.
a thing with Man. You know, he
Well,
started love of your life for about 4.5 seconds. And then, you know, his truth was revealed. Like all fucking men.
he turned out to be such a conniving little bastard. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so that's another version of self. But he was
how you were saying, like when I talked about Weatherman, it's like, you know, we saw how the betrayals were there and we wondered how Mayan manifested for you, and you just said it. Sneaky, conniving little bastard.
oh.
And we'll just leave that one there. But I think you know, I know, you know, we know, you know?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Right?
I have to breathe here. I have to breathe.
Okay, let's just cut, copy, carbon, paste. Right? Sorry to interrupt you, but I just had that, like, amazement.
No. Oh, wow. I
feel like it's a Harry Met Sally moment. We're just having this, like, aha orgasm.
I think my heart actually stopped when you said that. I just went, the whole sneaky, conniving bastard. The
now,
association.
I'd just like to just have a little bit of clarification here. There's a song by Carly Simon. I bet you think this song is about you. So to all you people who think we may be referring to you, stew on it. Okay? Cut.
That's almost cruel.
All right? So all I'm saying is, when we looked at how these beings affected us or how it manifested in our lives, for me, it was physical ailments, it was betrayal. It was a whole lot of stuff that didn't make sense to me on this timeline. For you, you've just had your realisation of the type of beings they brought to your orbit.
Oh, my God. You know what's funny? I have to add to this now because I've been wondering. Now that I've kind of you know,
for them, but definitely people look at other dimensions of self, other experiences of self that are not taking responsibility and are throwing shade upon your very existence. So
I think it's
significant allowances that you said yes to with that, or bodies or dimensions or points in time, and you know, you shut off the portal to them.
I think that has been one of the most significant discoveries. This week. Well, this week, but just in recent times, you know.
I know, but next week it'll be something else. Everything's going so fucking fast.
Oh, I know, but it's like in the you know, in whatever is the new black, this is definitely like the reinvention of the black.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, it's just, I didn't realise how much of an effect that it would actually have until it was all cleared.
It's all a concept until you have your own experience. And once again, experience wisdom.
Yeah. He kind of just blew apart a concept of everything is peace, love, and mung beans of the self.
Yeah.
Like, it brought in another level of discernment that I had no idea existed.
So really, I've just had an aha myself. As you heal in yourself, the idea of I'm not enough, how he came in, and also the fact that he feels he needs that kind of trickery. So somewhere in you, you felt that there must be a part of you that's not enough, so you have to disguise it or hide it in some way. As healed, right, you'll be healing him too. So I feel namaste bitches with all parts of self now. So as I heal Weatherman, or as I heal those parts of myself of betrayal and rejection and, you know, all the shit they fuck that he threw on me, love and love, it's like I'll be healing him anyway because he was only acting out of his own shadow. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like Buddha or Gandhi or one of those fucking nice people. Oh.
Yeah. I dig it.
So there we go. We've answered our own question. How does one love all of oneself when one part of self is a fuckery.
To love the self completely. And, you know, the way that he got in even more, I remember when I was first trying to clear it, when I was telling you about it, I was so angry at the idea that I felt betrayed even by my own essence, because that was another significant part of myself that was attacking myself. That in that whole...
by essence. That's insane.
Yeah, I was so angry with essence.
Doing it. It's fucking, you know, another part of self. Talk about misplaced anger, girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, and that's how that bastard got in, even more. I thought I'd cleared it, and instead he was like...
He knows you. He knows you. And he knows occult law.
Yeah. He was banking on it. He was banking on the fact that I would be completely just undone by the idea that I would do that to myself.
Yeah, right.
And possibly by essence, how could essence allow such a thing? That kind of thing, if it's supposed to...
the thing is, essence is not about essence allowing or not allowing. That's our idea of this benevolent, all-seeing, like, father figure that is essence. You know what I mean? Like the false dogma of what essence is. Essence is just the fucking truth, no matter what.
Oh, well, that was another layer that got revealed then.
Look at you.
No, because it's true, but it was like I literally had that absolute, like, how could you, like, it was like screaming at God in, like, you know, the 3rd century, going, how could you do this to me?
Yeah.
Without understanding what it actually was, like what God actually is, and it's not actually essence's fault at all, it's the self. And yet, yeah, misplaced anger. And he got in. Fucking smart little...
As soon as you get out of the fucking neutral, your shadow can manipulate you.